guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. How are y'all all doing today? I hope y'all are having an amazing day. I know I am, you know. Please don't forget to like this video. Like it now because you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my other social media channels. I'm JoviBeauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. Go to my website, JoviBeauty.com. And don't forget, you can always do what? Donate to the channel. All the information to donate, if you would like, is in the pinned comments. Last but certainly not least, don't forget to go follow my lifestyle channel, Lifestyle by Jovi. Hold on. Lifestyle by Jovi. Go ahead, go subscribe. I got to get out of this. Hold up. All right. Okay. Go over and subscribe. Okay. We're dropping our second newest video this Saturday. Every Saturday I'm dropping a video. I also have a lot of shorts coming up. So go ahead and go subscribe over there. Shout out to Jada. Hey Jada, how are you? Hello, Lock the Queen. Hello, how are you? Hi everybody in the chat. So it has been a lot going on and I want to get into it because, you know, if you have been under a rock, okay, it is getting turned up in Minneapolis, okay? It is turning up over there, and I guess that's going to be where it jumps off, okay? If you don't know, a lady was unalived last week by an ICE agent who then turned around and someone made a GoFundMe for him. And I think he made like $500,000 so far. Okay, all right. He's also married to a little Asian woman. And I did see, shout out to the Asians who comprehend what's going on. I did see a lot of Asian content creators, you know, getting upset and calling it out for what it is, you know, making it, you know, pampering the lives of racists who would unalive you if he wasn't attracted to you, you know, your dad, your brother, your whole family. So, you know, what Asians do is on them at the end of the day, and it's all going to come back for their asses. Okay. But yesterday, someone else was shot in Minneapolis. Okay. A man was shot. So it says this week, Minneapolis has seen 2 violent encounters involving federal immigration agents in under a week. On the 14th, an ICE agent, a Venezuelan man in the leg during a freaking traffic stop. This is where we're going. Okay. After officials said he attacked the agents, which he didn't, but you know, both the man and the officer were hospitalized. Protests erupted in the city following this incident. Protests were already erupting in the city. This comes just 1 week after the fatal of a Minneapolis woman by an ICE agent that sparked nationwide outrage and renewed scrutiny of the federal force. Yeah, I want to pull up Governor Tim Walz. He is the mayor over there, and yeah, hold on. So let's see what he has to say because, let's go.
Tonight, I want to share another way you can help. Witness. Help us establish a record of exactly what's happening in our communities. You have an absolute right to peacefully film ICE agents as they conduct these activities. So carry your phone with you at all times. And if you see these ICE agents in your neighborhood, take out that phone and hit record. Help us create a database of the atrocities against Minnesotans, not just to establish a record for posterity, but to bank evidence for future prosecution. Tonight, I want to share another way you can help. Witness. help us establish a record of exactly what's happening in our.
So that's what Tim Walz is out here saying, that people need to start witnessing, recording, doing something. Can I say, I thought about this last night. You know, during the bus boycotts, you know, back in the day, people weren't like, oh, I gotta get to work, I'm only gonna boycott the buses on Saturday. You know, we didn't boycott the buses on just Saturdays and Sundays, you know, the days it wouldn't affect our livelihood. And these people, because not us, because we're only 14% of the population, these people who did this and are related to the people who did this need to get it through their mind that it's not going to be comfortable. It's absolutely not going to be comfortable. If it's comfortable and if it's on your time, you're doing something wrong. Okay? I just need to let that be clear. It's not going to be, it's not meant to be comfortable. Okay? It's not to be done on the Saturdays when you have a day off of work. Okay? I also want to pull up, I got some more stuff to say, but let me pull up. Where is it? Is it here? No, it's not here. You know what? It's on my phone. Let me pull it up on my phone. It's not going to be, none of this shit is going to be comfortable. It's not, like I said previously, it's not meant to be comfortable. And people need to get this shit together. Hold on. Where is it? So basically, y'all president wants to, where is it? Hold on. Let me just search Trump. I don't know why. Okay. Orangina wants to, he's threatened to, so in response to the unrest, Orangina has threatened to invoke the Insurrection Act, a law that allows the president to deploy active duty military forces domestically to put an end to protests and attack on federal agents and local officials if local officials don't restore order. See, the gag is he already has military out in your communities. The gag is the Insurrection Act is already enacted without it being enacted. The gag is we literally just kidnapped a president of another country so we could steal his oil. But the majority of this country is protesting on a Saturday and doing nothing to fix the disaster that they have caused domestically and internationally. Let's just call a spade a spade. Okay? It's on you to do something about the shit you've created. Okay? And Orangina and insurrecting evoking the Insurrection Act doesn't mean shit in a country where he's already invoked the Insurrection Act and has military forces running around here like they have no goddamn sense. Have ICE agents who majority of them are freaking Proud Boys, okay? Proud Boys and girls running around here kidnapping people. In my opinion, we'll find that out when people go to prosecution, unaliving people. There are people who have never been seen again and will never be seen again. The bodies are buried somewhere we don't know about. Doing all of this, running a fucking muck and you're protesting and you're walking through the streets on a fucking Saturday, he went to the Ford plant yesterday, and somebody in a Ford plant screamed and called him a pedo protector. Shout out to that person. But again, it was only that one person. It was only that one person. Stand on business, or else the jobs and the livelihoods you think you are protecting by showing up to work Monday through Friday won't be here. You have Border Patrol agents, because at the end of the day, they're Border Patrol agents that are literally supposed to be at the border, running through American cities, unaliving any fucking body they feel like it, getting a promotion because of it, and getting $500,000 from their deplorable, from the deplorable public. Minneapolis. Okay, so Minneapolis mayor has publicly criticized the federal deployment of thousands of immigration agents, saying the situation in the city is not sustainable. So ask me, why are they deploying more ICE agents? Amid protests and civil unrest, local leaders have accused federal enforcement operations of causing chaos and fear, particularly in immigrant communities. Protesters have clashed with officers, and tear gas and other crowd control measures have been used to demonstrate on demonstrations continued into the week. Also, I heard somebody broke into one of the ICE vehicles and stole their firearms. They broke into the ICE vehicles and stole their firearms. That's what they did in Minneapolis. Okay. There's also this jurisdiction clash, we already know, because Minneapolis wants to investigate the situations that occurred themselves, but federal agents and, Orangina wants the federal agents to investigate themselves. Okay. And I read yesterday, there was about 6 federal prosecutors who freaking quit because they are trying to get information, Orangina and them, on Renee Good's wife, I guess, to try to harass her, intimidate her, bribe her into going along with whatever foolishness they did to her wife. Stand on business. We remember like a month ago, the girl who was, I forgot her name in this moment, the young lady who got locked in the freezer, okay, purposely by accident. I don't know how her mom took a check, okay, because she was being threatened, and her mom took a check. And now 3 years later, she's falling apart because I believe her daughter is fucking haunting the shit out of her. The reality of that she let them pay her off to be quiet is hitting her hard. And I agree that it should be hitting her hard, and she should be ashamed of herself because her daughter will never come back, and she took a fucking check to shuck and fucking jive. And now I don't know what's happening with Renee Good's wife. I haven't seen any interviews with her or whatever, but she has not gotten up and from what I see, and told people to calm down. She has not gotten up and said, don't Renee wouldn't want this. Her wife is dead. People need to comprehend that they're literally walking through the street threatening the lives of everybody here. Whether you are an American citizen or not, your life is in danger. Your livelihood, the one that you are trying to protect, going to your job 9 to 5, is in danger, girl. Your children, whether they are immigrants or not, their lives are in danger. We just saw a video the other day. I showed y'all of a young man who was working at Target, got snatched up by the ICE agents, got his ass beat. Look, he was like 18, 19 years old, got his ass beat. And when they realized he was a citizen, they threw him out of a moving car 6 miles down the road at fucking Walmart. Everybody curious, and why we ain't outside, why we're not involved. We didn't create this mess. You have to fix the mess that you created. Like I said when I started this, when we boycotted the buses, when we boycotted, it was not easy. People, we didn't boycott on Saturdays and Sundays. We boycotted every day of the fucking week. We walked to work if need be. We had, what do you call it? Carpools. We invented the carpool. Stand for something. For something. You should feel disgraced, but you don't. Weren't about egg prices and prices of milk. When these people are running through can unalive you any day of the week just because you're stuck in fucking traffic and they're annoyed. Make it make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. 2 ICE-involved shootings in a week. In a week. The Democrats are out here threatening to impeach Noem. Taking your sweet, sweet fucking time. I saw somebody say, wait until the midterms. How much more people are going to be out of here? No, 3, because there was a man in California who was unalived by an off-duty ICE agent. These are the 3 that we know of. Not even counting the people who were snatched up, never again to be seen alive, ever, anywhere, in any country, anywhere in this goddamn world. Because they probably fed on the fucking alligators. We know how they give it up. Or God knows what. Because we know how they give it up. And this is all you have figured out to do. To save the country that you threw into this turmoil. You're not safe because you're white, blonde, Christian national. You're not safe at all. I just read yesterday about an off-duty Hispanic ICE agent being picked up by a white ICE agent for deportation. I read that yesterday. An off-duty Hispanic American ICE agent being snatched up by a white ICE agent and thrown into deportation. You ain't good even if you down. Use of federal force, threatening the use of federal forces in cities when they have already used federal forces in cities is fucking laughable. Yes, I do believe, Tim Walz, they're trying, record them and all of that. That's good that's good at the end when prosecution comes and when the hammer finally be able to come down on them. But what about now? What are y'all gonna do? I'm curious. We over here in the 14% minding our business, asking y'all what y'all about to do. We've been here before. We know what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, because that's why. You know why they don't teach y'all history? So y'all don't know when y'all repeating the same fucking stupid ass mistakes over and over and over again. We know our history. Whether we learned it in school, which a lot of us didn't, or in our homes, which all of us have. We know our history. We know what's happening. We're standing back and letting y'all fix the problem that you've created. And it doesn't seem like y'all doing such a great job. I just saw the fucking I just saw Senate after we saw the Jasmine Crockett when she was on the floor asking them like, well, what's wrong with y'all? Like, what the fuck? And they complaining about that. I just saw some senators talking about fuck on camera. You just figuring this shit out? We've been telling y'all to turn the fuck up for a year. Turn the fuck up. You just fuck just leaving your mouth. Pedo protector just leaving your mouth. Actions, ma'ams, sirs, something. Y'all need to do something. Let me look at some of these comments, see what y'all have to say. Hold on. I'm going to drop the link because I don't know what you're planning on doing. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hey, DC, Jada, like I said before. How are you? How are you? How are you? She said, child, did you hear when the guy they popped in the eye, then dragged him by his collar across the ground, choking him, and he no longer has eyesight and a fractured brain after assaulting him after? No, I did not hear about it, but am I surprised? No. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. But again, our good sis, hey girl.
Hello.
We ain't see you in a minute. I know you've been angry.
Yes. Angry and just disgusted at all of this. So I remember having this conversation with the people we cut off because they voted for this. And, they're not black, they're white people. And I was telling them, I said, every point he made that he campaigned on, I brought it up because it's disgusting. And I said, he's gonna be rounding up everyone in the streets. It doesn't matter. And they're like, well, I don't think he would do that. I was like, you literally fucking voted for it. You gave him the green light.
Mm.
This is not Trump 1.0. This is an angry, older, more senile Trump who has always had fascist ideologies. But people weren't paying attention. Hello, New Yorkers know.
Yes,
He
we
didn't
do.
even want to vote for. He didn't even want to rent to black people. What are the black jobs he was talking about, y'all?
Mm.
He's been rich his whole life. What do you think the black jobs are? My black job, I mean, I'm in finance, but he don't see it that way. He thinks that my black ass took a job from a qualified white person, even though I have 3 degrees. I'm bilingual. I've worked so hard. I've switched careers. I still don't belong at this job to someone like that. Um, and when I pointed that stuff out, everything, they're like, well, I don't think that would be a nightmare. Look at the nightmare.
Look at the nightmare.
It'll be a logistical nightmare. I'm like, you all do not understand any history. Y'all gloss over the shit that is uncomfortable. Look at Operation Wetback by Dwight D. Eisenhower and how that ended. He was trying to repatriate Mexicans, but the problem was they were American, Mexican American. When you're an American, you could be you could be any race, you could be any background and be American.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, and this is what Black Americans have been trying to tell other groups of people that come here, you will never be seen as American. You know how we know that? Because we're Black first. When we travel outside of America, we're seen as American because of our nationality. But ethnic wise, we're never going to be seen as American because we are Black first. Yes, we could talk about race as a construct, but guess who? Guess who invented the game? And we're playing in the game that we have been forced into.
Yeah.
Race is a thing now. Yeah, it's made up, but it's a thing. And Black people in America, Black Americans who have been here, you know, we've always had a duality to us. Just like when people come here from other Black nations, they feel a duality. They don't feel like Black Americans in a sense that we do. They feel like a Haitian American or they feel like a Nigerian American. They feel like that. Panamanian American, Latin Americans, like Black people from other places come here. And I think that where we get it twisted, like where other groups, they come here and we try to warn them about how it works here. And they're like, no, you guys are just lazy. You guys don't work hard. You guys are complaining. No. We're trying to save your Black ass from what you're about to face as a Black person, yeah, maybe in your country, maybe because you come from a majority Black country.
You don't understand.
Yeah, it's not a unifier for y'all. But over here, when you come in this house, it is. So we're trying to tell you, you cannot, if you're going to come here and you Black and you look like us, you're going to have to be down to fight white supremacy because that's just what it is. Black Americans, this is our homeland. We've been here. I think I traced my family so far to the early 1800s. So that means we probably been here another 100 years before that. Yes, we call ourselves African Americans, but the fact of it is that we've been separated from the continent. We've been Black Americans longer than a lot of the countries in Africa have existed, the way they are now. Okay, so yes, I get that when you come here, you are like, no, I'm not like y'all, I'm this and that. But look at what he said about the Haitians.
Yeah.
And guess who took offense to that? Black Americans, because we know it was some bullshit. We know why, even though we got our own separate identities within the diaspora or within the Black American experience and everything, y'all look like us. Black is a unifier here. It always will be. At least in our lifetimes. It's not going to ever change. So you might as well get with the program instead of thinking you could come here and try to do the I know Black. No, you are Black. And y'all Latinos that voted for this. It's the same thing. He don't care about that you a Guatemalan American. He don't even know what none of that means.
Yeah.
You're Mexican to him.
You're all Mexican. Yep.
And when you talk about the immigrant communities, guess who else lives alongside immigrants? Black Americans.
Yeah.
The guy that got killed by the off-duty ICE officer was a Black American, I'm pretty sure. I saw his face and his name, and I was like, I'm pretty sure he's a Black American. We knew this because we have always been on the list. Hello? COINTELPRO. Ever since Black people started wanting equality, ever since we were free from plantations, there have been laws and systems set up to shut us down. And we are our little mighty 13%. And mind you, this is even with other groups of Black people coming here. We still 13%. We have always been the ones to shake the table and say, this is white supremacy talking. We always have been the ones. And now, I've been seeing a lot of people that are non-Blacks saying, well, why are the Black people not protesting? We told you. How much more fucking warning do you need? We told you. The problem too is Black history, Black American history is seen as separate from American history.
Yeah.
It's seen as the other. We've always been seen as the other. I've always told people I feel Black, but I'm not really sure if I feel American in America. And it's because I've been told to go back to Africa, even though, like I said, my lineage has been here before the Africa we know even existed.
Before most of these people immigrated from Ellis Island.
Yes, I know. I have friends in school that were like, oh, my family came here through Ellis Island from Greece. That's great. My family's been here. We worked the land. We've lived here for hundreds of years. We have skin in the game. We have skin in the game. We don't have a direct relationship with Africa right now. Maybe it might change. Who knows? Some of us don't want that. That's your choice. Even with Caribbean people, y'all been on that land for hundreds of years. We don't know we're a mixture of different African tribes. That's why, I hear the Black Americans look different. And it's not because of no European DNA. It is literally because we're a mix of dozens of African tribes. So, yeah, we're African by blood. But we're very much Black American as far as how our ethnicity is looked at and how we look at ourselves. And that is why you see Black people so angry all the time, because we got the right to be fucking mad.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you go back to your country and see what your government doing? You mad too. We mad about the same thing. It just looked different. We seen as the land of milk and honey and all that, and it really was like that. Yes, if you came here from a more poor country, Black Americans were a little bit ahead of you, but we was trying to put you on game that this country will fight you every step of the damn way. So you need to be twice as educated, twice as good, twice as this to get ahead. Yes, go to these Black universities. If you're going to be with anybody, you might as well roll with us. You might as well roll with us. And people voted for this.
Yes.
And I truly think that the people who voted for this and the people that sat out, y'all deserve zero fucking forgiveness, because this shit is a nightmare. People talking about, well, we're acting like foreign countries. We've been like this, though. It's just been to the others.
Yeah.
The other lesser talked about the loudest Americans, but the ones y'all refuse to acknowledge. Black Americans. Us. The people boycotting buses ruined, like totally getting sprayed down in the streets with water hoses, getting attacked by dogs. And this was wearing suits and ties and trying to be peaceful and all of that. We've done all of that. Black Americans will always be experts at dealing with fascist America, and y'all refuse to fucking just listen to us. We said this was gonna happen. This is why we're not out there right now.
Yeah.
Because we already knew. We already knew. Law enforcement been killing black people. We were marching in and y'all were telling us we being too violent. Why are you guys burning down buildings and this and that? Now y'all see. Hell, the French been like, y'all ain't burned shit down yet. Well, we was burning stuff down. It was, ooh, these blacks.
Mm-hmm.
The blacks. This is why they're so violent. The blacks. But y'all not mad enough yet.
They not mad enough. They
haven't done enough yet. And honestly, a lot of it is, it's not going to affect me. That's what a lot of people kept thinking. As far as like the people I told you, I was sitting on a video call with my former friend and I was breaking this down. And she said, I don't care about those other people as long as my life gets better. You know what I heard? I don't care about your black ass as long as my life gets better. So we cut them off. We ghosted because if y'all see me on the news, you're going to be like, well, I wonder what she did to deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. And even though, like, you know, I feel like the lady before she got killed, she said, I'm not even mad at y'all, blah, blah, blah. She was trying to move out the way. He leaning up against the car. First of all, my dad was law enforcement. He said, whenever moving vehicles go, you move out the fucking way. It's faster for you to move out the way. But he had enough time to pull out his gun, cock it, and shoot her in the fucking face.
3 times.
Yeah. So if they're doing that right now, like, this is the point black people have been trying to make is we know how this movie ends. And anybody coming from authoritarian regimes know how this movie ends. That's why I'm like, why y'all not shaking the table? Enough of y'all are not mad enough.
Yeah.
Black people been mad. That we mad in the house right now. I'm mad as hell. I'm fucking angry. I'm fucking angry because we made a lot of progress as a country compared to what the fuck we used to be at its inception. After slavery was rightfully ended, when people came with a better moral code, because, you know, they try to say the Bible helped us, sure, but the Bible also was forced on us in captivity and was the only thing we had to hang on to hope to. We couldn't even read the fucking Bible. It was used to justify our enslavement and captivity. But humans decide, you know, owning a person like it is an animal and treating them even worse than some people treat their livestock is not a good look. We decided to end slavery. A war was fought over our black bodies to stay enslaved. And that barely gave us, we weren't even considered citizens. That is what the 14th, we trying to overturn. And I keep telling people there's no line he can cross that they won't try to, oh, well, maybe it's because there's no, he's a fascist. Just like Mondami told him to his face, you're a fascist. And people keep thinking back to Nazi Germany and everything. It doesn't have a specific look. That's just the blueprint. Mm-hmm. Look at Israel right now. And they over here killing these kids and shit indiscriminately. That is fascism. Yes, they were victims of the shit in the past, but that does not mean the oppressed cannot become the oppressor. And, you know, a lot now he's mad about people protesting for Palestine. Nobody is mad at actual, like, Jews. We're mad at a government that is hostile to a group of people because at the end of the fucking day, we're human.
Mm-hmm.
We're human beings. There is still slavery going on in the Arab world, and guess who the fuck they're trafficking? Black people. Black bodies still. People talk about like Christianity being forced on people, but what about Islam? Because we had our own ancestral African spiritual practices. And how did y'all become Muslim? Like, was it due to the enslavement through them? Like, it's the same shit. Like, over and over, it just looks a little different. We tried to tell y'all, black people, don't worry, we mad as hell. Because we could have been living copacetic and just fine over here. But y'all decided that somebody was a threat, that they were taking your jobs. Before, we were the they. Black Americans were the they taking the jobs because we were getting off the plantation and out of these farms and moving to industrial areas, moving into government jobs. 300,000 black women lost their government jobs. These women are highly qualified. They're downplaying education when we are one of the most educated group in the country. It is always to strip us down.
Yeah.
That is what all of this fight since the civil rights, since we got off the plantation, since we became free people, has been about. How dare y'all not want to do slave labor? They got all these immigrants out of here. The farms is thinking I think one of them said, I thought more black people will be working for. What the fuck we gonna do that for? That's too close to slavery to us. We remember that. It's in our genetic code to remember that. Black people, we work our own land. Like I said, I do my own little gardening. You know, I might volunteer at the farm in the city, but I'm not going to work for a mega farm. For what? So I can make a lot less money and lose my house, and then y'all take my house from me and rent it to me, just like the sharecroppers did. The black people own that land. Y'all took it from them. Y'all didn't want to give us shit. Now we the most educated group in the states, and that's including all our black asses from our mighty 14%, because we've been taught, okay, if we just do this, we'll get this. If we finally made it, and now y'all done took us 50 fucking years backwards. No, more than that. About 70 years backwards. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all that mad?
Yeah.
First of all, the whole DEI thing, I still have to be qualified to get my job. Like I said, I got 2 bachelor's and a master's degree. What's stopping me? Why would I not be qualified? All this shit because you think somebody's stealing your job. These billionaires convinced your broke ass that another broke motherfucker stole your fucking job. And we're here because of that. White supremacy, which we've been fighting that since we got here. Once we woke up from being enslaved and realized the reason y'all doing this is because we're black people. Irish people, Italians, y'all all got accepted as white folks, but we will never look like you. We will never fully be able to assimilate, ever. And I'm fine with that because I'm not ashamed of my heritage as an African American or Black American. I'm not ashamed of that. But y'all got to get with the fucking program, man. Like, we told you this was gonna fucking happen. And people are like, okay, you guys made your point. No, the fuck we didn't. You shouldn't even be looking in our direction. You shouldn't. It's disgusting what's happening on the streets. We said this. It's happened to you could touch a person that this shit happened to.
Yeah.
You can touch a person. They had it on video that they were hosing black people down in the fucking streets. That they had German shepherds on motherfuckers. They've always used dogs to hunt black people down from the plantation on. Black people suddenly going missing in recent times, being found hung from trees. Black people, we know what that is.
Yeah.
We've been here. Y'all gotta fucking pay attention and catch up. Because why would we be out there? Why? It ain't reached the point where we need to be out there yet. And because we need to see y'all fight.
Yeah.
Now, and honestly, Jovi, what scares me right now about this is we're so technology militarized, they can face scan Palantir, all that. We saw this coming.
Of course we did.
It's gonna be hard. It's not the 1700s when the Second Amendment was drafted. They can find you. They going door to door. Like, what? Why? I think I just read something in Minneapolis. A Black American family was in their car. They threw tear gas. 6 kids were in the car, including a baby, and the baby stopped breathing. We saw this. That's why a lot of Black people go to work, come home. Like, it ain't really, what am I can't. Like, we told you.
Yes, we did.
So, so the other Black people that I know Black, and y'all know y'all look like us, you might as well get with the program, because we told you. Y'all motherfuckers that voted for this and actively sat out and protest or did these stupid ass protest votes, how is that working right now? How is it working for you? Seriously, what do you think now? A lot of these Trump flags and Trump has done disappeared over here.
Hmm?
Because people are pissed off. I don't know how this is going to end specifically to us, but we know how this shit ends on a global scale.
Yes.
We know how this story goes. He threatening Panama. That was a big thing. I'm like, what did they do? Now he got Venezuela. I'm like, well, you really just walked into another country and took their president, which Venezuelans have been in a crisis for like over a decade now. They've been in a dictatorship. They were like, well, fuck Maduro, but what's next? I'm like, y'all don't want to be the United States. Like, nobody should want to be part of this uncivilized country.
Nope.
We ain't even got fucking health care.
Savage over here.
It is. It's eat or be eaten. It's gutter. It's gutter in America. It's a capitalist wet dream over here. Everything is for sale. So, just like I said, I don't know how this is going to end for us. I was hoping everything would fizzle out by now, but people, first of all, our government is run by all of them. Like, the Democrats, y'all can hang that up. We ain't got the numbers right now. We don't have they took what? How long did it take for them to swear that lady in from Arizona?
Child, months.
All because of these files. Now he doing crazier shit. And I think even a Republican said, if we released all these files, it would literally break our political system. So what?
So what?
Y'all say y'all for law and order, get them all up out of here. Democrat, Republic, Independent, Libertarian, I don't care. Get them out. But they're not about to do that because it's a lot of them over there. And a lot of dirt is going to be exposed. And the midterms feels like it's a million years away. Like you said, how many people going to be
by the time these midterms?
Hell, if it get worse, shit, some of us might not even be here. That's how fascism works. You can't appease this man. He'll turn on everybody.
Yep.
He's been threatening there's a reason a lot of these Republicans are not coming out saying, you know what, nah, they quitting, but y'all won't vote with y'all would rather quit than vote with the Democrats to put a leash on this shit. Mm-hmm. This shit is in motion and it is going to be very hard to stop. Okay? Hitler took over so quick, they didn't even know what to fucking expect. They were like, whoa, where did he come from? He was a World War I. He was in the First World War. He got angry because Germany had to pay up to the rest of Europe. World War I was devastating.
Yeah.
And this man waltzed in, they threw him in jail. They should have kept his ass there, but they let him out. I think he broke their shit in 100 days and he took over, started, send other people to other places to get exterminated. Like you said, it's people that's disappeared and nobody know where the fuck they at.
Yeah. And they ain't never come back.
America has one of the most diverse like climates and lands. We got Australia and Florida, because big ass shit, big ass flying bugs, alligator swamps. We got the Delta. You got that. We got mountains. You could be anywhere, or you could be somewhere else. That is a terrifying thought to me. Terrifying. And I've always thought, okay, they started and he said we're gonna start with these people, but he going after everybody. How far back are we going as far as who belongs here and who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could trace my family back far. A lot of us Black Americans could trace our family back pre-America. Like, they brought slaves here, but brought Africans here earlier than we were even a country.
Yeah.
And are they gonna try to disqualify that? Like, if that's the case, everybody should go the fuck home. Like, but this man is going to do whatever he wants because y'all let him. Y'all let his ass in the White House.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna either be put up or shut up. Like, it's getting to that point. It's been to that point. As soon as you got the military fighting citizens, that is a fucking problem. And people are like, from other countries, y'all got guns, yeah, but they got computers, drones, they got all kind of shit to hunt you the fuck down. This is not settler times. It's just not. We got AI now. They digging up dirt on this woman's wife, trying to figure out, well, what else did you have to do with this? Like, what? This is crazy, you guys. This is literally some Gestapo, KGB, secret police type shit. Yeah, that's, I don't know, girl.
I know.
It's defeating. I feel so, I'm disgusted. And I'm sad, honestly. Like, it's stressful as a student of political science that I got educated in all this shit. I've been stressed out for the last 12 years ever since he started fucking talking, because I heard it. I've heard it before. We pay attention. If you pay attention to history, you heard all this shit. So, this is never forgive these Trumpers and the non-voters, protest people.
Never.
Y'all Arabs, Somalians, y'all thought y'all I know black. Now you see. We told you. Maybe next time you motherfuckers will listen to us. We tried.
We try.
So now we got to ride the wave. That's really all we can do is what que será. What will be, will be. Oh, I think I'm done. I'm off sick. I'm tired. Y'all just hang in there.
All right, girl.
Angry public servant out.
All right. Okay, so FYI, you don't click the link if you're not a member and a part of the beauty school. Like, that's just the law here. Okay. All right, but I'm gonna get out of here because I'm hungry. I'll be back at 6:00, probably with something celebrity news is something with a key because what the fuck. All right. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden because there's no other way